Well, folks, we are off. It is a Monday morning. Current temperature, I think, is close to 50 degrees right now. We are heading down to Donalanga, Georgia. We'll be taking our time to get down there. We'll take some back roads. I got Patrick and Roger with me. Patrick's behind me on his Goldwing, and Roger has got his Kawasaki Concourse out. I believe this is the first longer trip he's done on it. So we'll see how this goes. I've never taken a longer trip on the BMW. I've only done local stuff, so we'll see how this works out. It's supposed to be in the mid-60s today, and we're heading south, so hopefully it holds true and we get good temperature. So the route that I've put together, it takes us on 280 and then eventually turns into 64. We're going to follow along the southwestern part of the state along the border, and then eventually we'll cut down into Georgia. We're going to head from this point, going to go through Sapphire and Cashiers and then through Highlands. And then I think at that point we'll cut down, we'll head south, and I think we head into Dillard. And then from Dillard, we're going to take a few back roads. They looked pretty twisty, which is going to be fun, I'm hoping. And that'll take us to Helen, Georgia. And then from there we'll meander through the mountains and the woods and make our way towards Donalanga. The town of Donalanga, I was watching a video this morning. It's got a lot of rich history. No pun intended, but it was the site of a gold rush back in the 20s. From what I saw, they said 15,000 people came to the area seeking their fortune in gold. That area is also very, very big into the wine production. There's a lot of, I think there's 5 or 6 wineries. From what I read, the soil there is like southern France and northern Italy soil. So some of the wines they make there, they've been award-winning. One of the wineries, I believe, has received double gold, and they've gone against folks in Napa Valley, California, and apparently they've won. Well, folks, we're coming into Brevard in Transylvania County. There's the Brevard Diner, if you can see it. Probably one of the more famous eateries here in town. And a little bit further up here on the left, we'll have Brevard College. And as you can see, nestled up on the hill is the town of Brevard. Sorry, the city of Brevard. Transylvania is also called the land of waterfalls. There are many, many waterfalls throughout here. We're now in 64. We're still in Transylvania County. We're still technically in Brevard. The roads here will start to get a little hillier. It's going to be really windy as I get closer to Quebec Mountain and get up over that on our way towards Sapphire and eventually over to Cashiers and the Highlands. All right along 64 here. So saying this is a 3-day trip that we're embarking on. I'm going to probably end up doing 3 different videos, 3 separate videos, otherwise it'll be a very long, drawn out video. So I'll do probably 3 10 to 15 minute videos try to highlight each area. Apparently Patrick and Roger are giving me a hard time about the traffic jam that I've let us into. Of course, they're welcome to lead anytime they want. They can find a better route. The good thing is Patrick can't hear a damn thing I'm saying about him. About a 15-minute stop there. Hard to see, but up in that mountain on the left side through the trees, I just caught a glimpse. You still see quite a bunch of ice hanging on the side of it. I'd imagine the rocks, there's probably a little bit of a waterfall, and it looks like it froze. There's some areas that we came through that were still in the shade. There was ice still on the rocks. It could be a little nerve-wracking at first, but we're just talking with Patrick and Roger that we just got to take it easy and anticipate the worst. Finally cleared out, don't have as much traffic anymore. As I say that, I meet trucks on the corner. We're climbing here, so it must imagine I'm going to start to get some good views here. Finally getting some good twisties here. As we climb an elevation. Got some ice here. Again, that's on the shady side. There we go. There's some nice spots there. We are coming into Highlands now, still North Carolina. We are now on Route 106, heading towards Dillard. I'd imagine we're going to be crossing over the state line here, North Carolina into Georgia, in just a few miles. Tubing Park. Looks like they do zip lining here. The Highlands Aerial Park. At a vineyard. It's pretty neat. UTV tours. Wine tasting. And Beaver Valley Campground. RV and tent sites. That's cool, an old Sinclair sign. Don't see too many of those around anymore. Well, made it to the Georgia state line. It's the first time I've ridden a motorcycle in this state. What's that?
It's not redemption for you. It's
No.
Great
stop.
place to stop and take pictures and stuff.
But still not redeemed.
But no.
Because of the construction?
No redemption yet.
Because of the construction? Yeah.